Welcome back to Psychopath Marketing and the 0 to 300 series. Today we're going to talk about backlinks, and I'm using DallasCashHomeOffer.com as the example site today. But remember, we're doing this to sell house fast for cash or something like. That damn domain confuses the hell out of me. But it's I can never get it right because he got 5 of them, and that's the one I chose as the example, the primary example. And I can never figure out where the 4 is. I'm pretty sure it's sell house fast 4 number cash.com. So that's what I'm going to roll with. But this is the website that I'm talking about because I am going to be. This is an underperforming site, even though it's one of my favorite designs. And we need to shore that up. Now, some of the backlinks that I've already done, it just could be done on a higher scale, and there's different kinds of backlinks. So one of the ones that I'm going to talk about first is the press releases. You see, I did a search here for free press release because there are websites that will allow you to sign up, submit your press release for free, and it'll appear on the website. And these websites do pretty well. They do really well in the search. So now you've seen some websites drop with algorithm updates, but regardless, I've never had a problem with press release websites. I'm a doer, not a follower, and these have done me pretty good. So that's the next step for Dallas Cash Home Offer is the press release. And I think we're due for one because of the severe damage from these storms out in Dallas. And my partner is working the grounds there, and we want to, bring light to the situation. And there's a lot of stuff that's not going to be quick out there to recover. Yeah, so press release is good. I mean, number one, it's going to give you a valuable backlink in the author bio area or author credit, whatever they call it on that particular site. And it's also going to get you traffic from that site. There's people that do use them and go there and read stuff. An example was PR Newswire. There's a lot of these websites. You just have to search, and I don't see a lot of them that I have used in the first page anymore. But I can guarantee you they're not hard. There's PR Log. There's one that's really good. So just do a search and find some of these. You can sign up for free and log in, submit. Some of these websites will publish immediately. Some of them will take a couple of days to make sure that it's not spam that you're submitting. And, of course, they're going to know that you are, in fact, promoting your company, but you want to do it in a way that it sounds like a press release, and it is a press release. You can't just throw an article up there. It's not an article. It's a press release. So if you've got something newsworthy, even if it's small for your company, go ahead and submit your press releases and watch them help you out, because they will. So do that search for press release or free press release or online press release or something like that. They have upgrade options that'll give you even more exposure. Some of them will submit them to actual news networks instead of just publishing them on the site. There's different upgrades available that you can do, and they're not too costly, so it's worth it. Another backlink is the guest post. Now, you can do a search in Google for, quote, write for us, and then put in a keyword after that, all right? And that will give you a relevant listing here. As you can see, we got a number of websites with a write for us page, and they're going to contain their criteria for appearing on their website as an author. And you'll see that they do have a list of topics that they're going to accept, their submission guidelines, the author credit requirements, and some information, allow you to submit. And a lot of these places are going to have an article sample that you're going to have to provide. Now, this one isn't a requirement according to the asterisk there, but I recommend submitting one anyway. And it's not hard. I mean, you can go and find other sites to guest on. You don't have to have, a lot of experience, or you can just write on your own blog and, submit that blog as an example if you're proud of it. Back in the day, I was writing for ProBlogger. I got a good 4 or so many articles on there about blogging or marketing your blog or making money through your blog and stuff like that. And that was powerful backlinks for me, but also traffic. So anytime you submit your guest articles, you're going to get traffic, you're going to get backlinks. So you want to find established websites that you could see that they have already accepted a number of articles, and you can go to their blog and check and submit. And it's a numbers game. Many of them will accept you, and then you write a unique article for that blog. Don't go and submit the same article for different blogs, even if it's the same niche. Like if you're writing for real estate, don't go into like 5 of these and submit the same article. You want a unique article for each of them, and let them run with it. All right, so that's how you get those guest author opportunities. Now, another one is to blog online. Now, you can use a site like Medium, or you can use WordPress on your own domain, or even on WordPress.com instead of the .org script that you install yourself. You can use Blogger or Blogspot. I don't know which one was still around. But you can, just do that. And they'll allow you to link within the articles. As long as you're writing some relevant stuff, you're going to get some solid backlinks and some traffic. If your stuff is purely promotional, it's going to be worthless because search engines are smarter than that these days. So get your articles up, and you make sure that you're using varied anchor text. That's the text that's inside of the link. For example, in this case, let's say one of these were text links. I didn't look at the code, so I don't know. But technology is the anchor word here because that's the word that's being linked. And now if that's actual text and readable by the spider, then that's anchor text. So if you are in you're trying to get ranked for We Buy Houses, We Buy Houses might be your anchor text. But you don't always want to promote the same anchor text over and over. You want it in there. You want to mix it up. You want to make it sound natural because that's what Google's looking for. So get your varied anchor text in there, but still go after your keywords and make sure that anything that you use in your anchor text is related to those primary keywords. They could be secondary keywords, third, whatever. But you try to play with it and get those backlinks. Another one is to spy on your competitors. In this case, let's say, for example, I was in Chicago. In this case, I'm using a VPN with a Chicago IP address. So when I do a search for We Buy Houses, just a general search, I'm not looking for a locality. I'm not saying We Buy Houses Chicago. But according to Google, I am in Chicago, even if I'm not, because I'm using a VPN. So they're going to pull up listings that are relevant in that area for this keyword. And you'll see here the first one that's beyond the paid listings here from pay-per-click from AdWords. You've got Express Home Buyers. That's the guy that sued WeBuyHouses.com and got them to drop their trademark, basically nullified their trademark. He's a pretty cool guy. There's We Buy Ugly Houses. They're notorious for they're going after people for using a simple, common keyword. They're bullies. We don't want to use either one of these sites because they've gotten plenty of press already, and some of these backlinks are going to be harder to get for you if you're just starting out. Now, if you want to go after them anyway, more power to you. Go after them. But in this case, I'm going to use the third organic listing, and this is Windy City Solutions. Now, if I was in Chicago, if I was searching from Vegas, this would be something else. These would be different listings. It wouldn't be showing Chicago. But pick one that's near the top and is not a major household brand, like Weeba House is. Use something that's lesser known, and see what backlinks they're using to get into that spot. And if you go to openlinkprofiler.org / the domain name, you're going to get some backlinks. You can see all this different stuff. You spy on your competitor. But here you'll see we got 171 links from 37 websites. So that means that they've gotten a link on multiple sites and different pages of those sites. It looks like based on these, you can see how they're using the same anchor text in a lot of these, and they've got exactly what they want in those anchor texts. They most likely paid for these backlinks. So, these sites may have an option to, buy a backlink, or they might be selling those through Fiverr or something else. But whatever backlinks you decide to check out, run it through an SEO analysis tool. There's plenty out there. There's free ones online. There's also, Internet Business Promoter. It's a desktop software that I love to use. It's been around for years. And you can analyze these websites, make sure they're not spammy. If they're spammy, then you don't want a backlink from them. And you can also use a software program. There's Screaming Frog SEO Spider. That'll give you a rundown of their entire setup on links throughout their site. So you can analyze a website that way as well. But you can see, they got a list of stuff, and you can go to the next page and get some more. So that's a great way of finding some backlinks, and that's what I'm going to be doing even more for Dallas Cash Home Offer. Right now, I've been focusing on doing article distributions and blogs, but this website is due for a press release, past due if you ask me, and we've got the perfect time to submit one as well for what's going on. So, and by the way, if you are someone that was affected by the severe storm out there that really ripped up Dallas and its surrounding areas, then reach out. Or if you know somebody, send them to DallasCashHomeOffer.com and let us help. So, anyway, I'm going to let you get your backlinking on, and I'm going to be doing this to the Target site as well, the Sell House Fast for Cash site, and some of these underperforming sites as well. So I will be submitting reports when I do see rankings popping up for the Target site. I'm going to keep you guys in a loop on how we're progressing on there, because we're going to get to 0 to 300. And you know what? There's somebody laughing at me on social media, a week or so ago, or they're like, it's impossible. It's not. I get so many phone calls and form submissions throughout my sites on a daily basis that it's crazy, and it's beyond the 10 a day organic that we're trying to get. Now, granted, I am a national home buyer company, so we're going to go after wherever, as long as we have investors out there looking for deals that we can give them. So that's going to be a better result, obviously, than the Target website that's focusing on Wisconsin. But like I said, I get more than the 10. I get a lot more than the 10 a day on leads. So I have no doubt, targeting an entire state, we're going to be able to get 10 a day. So now if you're in a small town, you're just targeting that town or surrounding areas, you might have a smaller result. Now, I'm not going to say you can't get to 10 per month. I'm going to say it's going to take more hustle, and it might take a little bit more time. You can get there. And it won't be all through organic. You might be passing out flyers. You might be doing all these things on the ground as well. But for this series, I'm sticking to organic methods. I mean, you might see me go and boost a Facebook post or something like that every now and then. But those are, whatever I do is going to be cheap for you guys to follow along. It's not going to be tough to do, and most of it's going to be organic. So might be posting classifieds or group posts, or just press releases. So stick along. Make sure you hit the subscribe and hit that bell notification, and like this and leave a comment for me. And if you can, share it. Let's get some other people some leads. All right, until next time.